Warning, this video contains flashing lights. The fact that I even feel the need to put this warning should tell you how ridiculous this gun is. I bought this brand new GPU and it got plugged into this computer, and I'm sure it regrets that every day of its life. This is the Kickballer, a Mally 1 shotgun that, on its own, is alright, but with a bit of luck and some pieces of gear, can absolutely shred apart any enemy in the game. You can accomplish this on any character, although I believe Vex is the best character for doing this. I'll tell you why later. Here are the pieces of gear that you're going to need. First off, you need a Kickballer, but not just any Kickballer. It needs to be a Kickballer that rolls the Jacob's Critical Strike ricochet projectiles. The Kickballer is a dedicated drop from Sludge Maw. In order to battle Sludge Maw, you need to complete the quest All Charged Up. All Charged Up is the second quest in a quest chain, the first quest being Null and Void. Null and Void can be accessed after you complete the Rush the Gate quest and defeat the first major boss of Area 1. This will more than likely be the longest farm you have to do, as getting a Kickballer is already a relatively uncommon drop, and getting one with specifically the Jacob's Ricochet part can take even longer.
Oh, another kickball!
You got
I'm clapping like a seal.
You fucking get it?
Yes, sir! Yes, sir! Jacob's parted kickball!
The next piece of gear that you're going to need is a Jacob's knife with the Penetrator augment. This augment makes it so that whenever you throw a knife at an enemy, they will take critical hits from all damage sources for the next 5 seconds. Given the fact that this knife is a world drop, you can obtain it from any sources, so just make sure you keep your eye out for it. Also, the level of this knife doesn't matter, we're only after the effect. The best way to farm this, that I have found, is Splashdown at the start of the game. He's probably the fastest boss you can farm in the entire game, so you can get a lot of world drops off of him. The last thing we need for the build is yet another world drop, this time being a Jacob's enhancement with the Leaper effect. This effect causes non-critical hits to also ricochet, which can stack up with our guaranteed crits, and allow you to effectively clear rooms. And yeah, that's it. Those are the only 3 pieces of gear you need to make this build work. All you have to do now is find an enemy of your choice, hit him with your knife, and shoot him. Now let's talk about why Vex is the best character to do this with. You see, there's one big downside to doing this Kickballer build, and that's the self-damage it inflicts. Yeah, if even one of those projectiles hits you, you're probably going down. And with all of the projectiles and damage everywhere, you can get into some death chains where you keep getting down and getting second wins and then getting immediately down. It's a problem. But Vex has a way to just not take any damage. By speccing into her blue tree, you can pick up her heirloom capstone. This will make it so that the minions Vex summons have a copy of her gun. And if you make this copy the Kickballer and throw the knife yourself, your Vex clone will lob the ball right at them and have the entire room explode. But this time, it won't hurt you. I guess I should mention that the Vex clone will still very much die in the onslaught of blast, but you can have multiple of these things on cooldown, so it's not that big of a deal, and it's much better than taking the brunt of the damage yourself. Feel free to use this setup to farm everything else that you need. It makes defeating enemies ridiculously fast. My only real fear with this build, well, 2 fears, I guess, is number 1, it getting patched. Gearbox seemed pretty anti-nerf as we made our way to the launch of this game, but this weapon is just obscene and is likely an oversight. Secondly, it might make things a little too boring. Being able to just eviscerate any enemy at will sounds fun and all, but there's not really much tactic to using it. You just throw your knife, shoot your ball, and watch everything in the room die. But hey, being overpowered can be really fun sometimes, and this game does a great job at making you feel powerful. That's all I got for this video. If you liked it, please do the whole algorithm things to help me out. I have an actual Vex build guide coming out pretty soon here, and if you're interested in that, you know what to do. Anyway, that's all I got for now. I'll see you guys next time.